It's either
and
cut
go
it
back to.
and start it all over again,
Oh, yeah.
because I had intentionally grown this one the way it looks. Because
Okay.
if you can remember, like from
Yeah,
2014,
yeah,
15, I've
yeah,
had it
yeah.
on
You've
top
had
of
it,
my head
yeah.
like that.
True.
So it's actually intentional that it grows from there. And I think it's become like a. I made it more popular. I wouldn't say that I'm the first person to ever have locks in my up and pen.
Right.
But in this side of town, in Ghana, in this side of town, you don't find too much crazy hairstyles like you would find abroad.
True that.
Yeah, so I think when my face day places and not where they see say. So people have actually loved it, and I think I've inspired people to do it. Somebody
Right.
might have the idea, but they
They
say
see
you
you
can't
do it.
become what you don't see.
Right.
So they're like, "Ah, yeah, that's what I think I
I
want
want
to
the
do." And then,
Stonebwoy
yeah,
hairstyle.
so it's been running around. I like this. I want the Stonebwoys. I've been at a Rasta salon, and people trooping with locks all over their hair and say, yeah, they don't know I'm there, but they be like, yeah, I want it like Stonebwoy. So they cut
Oh,
what they have.
interesting.
But I never grew anything on the back
Yeah.
to even
From the
trim
start,
it
yeah.
from the start. That was how it was. So
So that was the style from
that
the
was the
get go.
style. I felt like, yeah, I got shot. So
Man,
at this,
that's it.
me, when they say we never shot.
Ah, okay. You
And,
lost
and
me there.
it's nice to. I feel like it's because when I see some photos of mine, like a year, 2 or 3 ago, you see the elevation and you see the growth. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's good. It's a physical representation of the measurement
Any
of growth.
any special way you keep your hair? Any hair secrets for those of us who want to lock our hair later?
But you have locks anyway.
No, these aren't real. I wish they were.
I know, but you look like locks. Yeah, you need to have all the natural hair essentials to keep it growing. It's just like you have to eat to grow and have the nutrients to grow. But some people pay attention to their diet. So if you want to grow your hair in a certain kind of way, proper, you have to pay attention to the nutrients that it needs to grow as well.
Really? And what nutrients does
Yeah,
hair need
like
to
the
grow?
hair food, and I think you find most of those in some natural plants and oils to keep it growing and keep it moist, keep it oily, soft, and
Right.
plumpy.
Eish.
All these things.
So you do all that?
For me, I'll say yes, but not as often as a lady will, because a man must be ugly, and fearful. So I think I'm always for that slogan. You feel me? It's rather unfortunate that I'm fine,
You see that one?
so you don't get to see the ugliness.
Stone, Charlie. All right, cool. All right. So you got your hair thing going on. Good to know. Your song, Ololo. Charlie, let me see. Just before you joined me on air, I checked YouTube to see how many views you had. 744,000 in 1 week.
Yeah, man, the
Amazing
growth,
stuff.
the growth. I would attribute that to everybody who loves Stonebwoy music, and especially to the Beam Nation fan base, because this is the healthy competition is this is what it's all about. Like, we all want to grow. What's going on? What can we do? How can we make it happen? So if you're listening, big ups to Barrister, big ups to Mauli, big ups to all the beam. Like, I don't know all the names, but I have strong beam pillars sitting, and we're all. This is how we all grow. So from all the factions, whether Beam Nation, whether SM, whether I grade, whether this is it. Push, because a lot of the progress that you wish us to attain depends on so many things that you guys don't even know. I have like almost 2.1 million on my IG. So why should I not be able to hit 1 million even in a day?
I feel you. If everybody goes there to watch.
Exactly, and everywhere else is 1 million up. So it's just the fan base making sure that they play their roles as well to keep us going, because so many other things that we have to do that they don't have an idea about.
Right.
See?
Yeah.
So this is what they're also doing, and I'm so appreciative of that. And it can grow. Come on, man. Let's hit like 1 million in 2 weeks at least. Then we know, it looks good.
I hear you guys make tons of money from YouTube views. Is that true?
Tons. I will not accept tons, because then that would be like, I can only certify what is really, really true. But we make monies off music. Once we create a product and put it out there, we hope and pray and have to make money off it, because these are intellectual properties. These are products. this is the music is what people consume. Assuming if there's no music, I'm wondering what CTFM would
You'll be
work
playing.
with.
Can you imagine? We'll be talking sound all day. It'll be
So,
boring.
and people have to create, producers have to produce. So we actually have to make more than we're making in Ghana,
True.
so that we can actually sort out things. Because everybody has a family, the responsibilities keep growing, especially as an artist who has your face out there. You know what I mean? So, but still, Vim.
Yeah. I am curious though, and forgive me for pushing this. Like, so when your video hits like 1 million views on average, like how much would you make?
To be honest, what I know is that when you have there are there's supposed to be monetization going on your YouTubes and
channel,
on your
yeah.
video channels, and however, there's always a deal that you strike with the aggregator or whoever works on that, because
Right.
you're an artist, you need several people to do their work. You see, so there's a percentage that goes for them,
Right.
and a percentage that comes to you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So literally, I don't have the vivid statistics of what there be if you're 500 up, but all I know is that definitely as the views grow, you get your money. Your money goes up.
Good. So, I mean, a lot of Ghanaians perhaps won't be able to pay you, quote unquote, for your music, but the least we can do is to watch it, so you get, more,
Exactly.
more money.
And
that
then
way.
also when you stream or when you watch them, however, you know, whatever network you're using, you know that the Wi-Fi, whatever, is not free. So
There you go.
it's like a circle.
Everybody they chop some.
Everybody they chop some. But unfortunately, it's the content provider that is left out. You create the content, you put it out there, and the circle goes on, and you sometimes are
You
left
get
out.
the least.
You get the least.
Yeah.
So these are the things that we have to push for, so that the content owner
Probably gets
can.
the most.
It's just like Africa has the cocoa and everything.
Charlie,
But
but
the
remember
person
the-
have to come and dictate to us at what price they would have to buy it. What's going on, man?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's going on.
All right. So let's talk about stuff that's trending about you, because I know some of my listeners won't forgive me if I don't ask certain questions. We heard in the news, just like everybody else, about some tiff, if I can call it that, with Black City. Can you throw some light on that? He's no longer your manager, we understand. He's your agent.
I mean, I decided not because of this. I decided not to speak further about it because, because I think the more it's been spoken about, the more people misinterpret
And misconstrue.
and misconstrue. So it's just based on that. But aside that, Citi is a brother, and it's been family for a very long time. And like I say, I'll repeat, like, we've come a long way, and we have a longer way to go. So we need to put things in place as far as I'm concerned. And this is definitely a part of the structural implementations that have to be. Companies do that. And so it's rather unfortunate that at this juncture, this is out there in the news.
Right.
So this has had to do with a lot more than just structural movement. But yeah, that has informed the things
Everything.
to be structured. So you can't possibly talk about everything. Neither is it right to even want to open up everything. Some
Right.
things would be more understood after the dust has settled.
Settled. Okay, we'll respect that. But a little bird is whispering into my ears that your wife might be your new manager.
And everybody listening to City FM 97.3 FM, relevant radio always. My wife, Louisa Kwacheyansong Satekla, is a doctor, is a dentist. She's busy. She owns other businesses. She's a mother of two. I'm always on the road. She doesn't have the time to be my manager now. So she is not my manager. She is not the manager of Stonebwoy, the artist, the musician.
She's the manager of.
But she is the manager of Livingston Eche
Thank you.
Satekla. I repeat. So every husband out there, be proud. And sorry, I'm just a young one at it. But we all have, I think we should all consider information at where we come. I won't sit here because of what people want to hear, disrespect the fact that my wife is the manager of me
Okay.
as a person. Livingston Echisata Club. Business, music business, don't put her in the news. She's not. She is not my manager. And she didn't cause any confusion between my relationship with Black City.
All right.
No.
Okay. Thanks for clearing the air on that.
Yeah.
And speaking of
I
wife,
needed one more opportunity to
yeah,
clear that.
very
because-
important. Very important. Speaking of your wife and your family, 2 kids. I mean, how are you managing that? You're always on the road, it seems.
Yes, it's really this. I mean, I think these are the things. These are some of the things that you would have prayed for, but you wouldn't know that is happening now. So that's just what it is. Like, you know how I want to get married, I want to have kids, and you think it's like a million years away. And when it starts happening, you don't even remember that this is it. You know, it takes a lot of your time. It takes your time away. So many things change. You know, I used to hear these things, but now I'm experiencing these things. If I have 24 hours in my life, in a day, music business, because I'm an artist and I look to that, I fix that. Out of the same 24, I have to be a husband. Out of the same 24, I have to be a father. So I I just split my 24 into three, and that's just my life.
Nice. So everybody gets like a little bit of
I
you.
I say this here and now. Anybody who knows me very well knows that I don't have friends.
At all.
Anybody who knows me very well knows that they are my friend. They only me, but I don't even say I don't have,
Friends. You have a lot of acquaintances though. Yeah.
and a lot of people who love me, and a lot of people that I love. Exactly. So today I was even saying something to somebody. I'm like, I took a picture with somebody in the office, and then they sent it straight, and I saw the picture back. I took a picture and I saw the picture back on WhatsApp. So I'm like, what? And so, oh, that's my year group, and I'm like, hey, your year group, auntie, your year group, auntie, your year group. Then I started feeling like, hey, see me, I'm young now. I not even so. I actually find out the more that man, you need to get a social life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um, but what's your absolute favorite moment with your kids? Is there any that
Yes.
stands out?
Yes. Chitula is just a movie. The girl is just she's just a movie. Like she exhibits traits of so much music in her. Like
Ah.
anything beats and she's just so you realize that she one time I read that if you have the opportunity to bring a life on earth, it is time for you to relearn life. You know, so when I saw, I'm like, yeah, to see life from a different perspective and relearn, and not to teach what you know, or you know, you have to, you now have the opportunity to learn new things. As young as these kids may be, they teach me a lot. They make me realize a lot. Like now is when I know that music in me was inborn,
Right.
because now I can see it in a child of mine who's just almost 2 years and she's exhibiting. So she picks anything that is pointed and she's singing.
Wow. Just like that.
So if I didn't have one, I wouldn't have figured out how true it is that the music that I do today, or the connection that I have with music, was inborn. Like my father would always tell me, your grandmother was this, that. These are beautiful moments, and how kids behave and how kids run. Yo, I mean, I'm happy to have one. It's not easy though, because it can't be easy. Don't look at the process of making babies only. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, all adults we know, but it's not easy to bring kids onto the place, you know. So this every moment I have with them is love, and the boy is like, yo, I know he's not out there like the sister, but
Yeah.
watch out for the throne, you know.
Do you ever feel vulnerable when it comes to them?
As in,
Like, a little piece of your heart walking around
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
kids.
yeah, for real. But yes, I do, and I think about protecting them and security and everything. So most often, I'd even laughed at them. Most often, you know, when things, sometimes I think a lot, but as things, because I'm an artist, I'm a musician, and a couple, I've been in the news for certain things, so many other things. It makes me security conscious a lot more to not even have them around me, like have them with grandma and all of that, because, you know what I mean? So I feel so. But I'm grateful that the girl is showing traits of the real story, you get me? You know what I mean? So she's not weak at all. She don't show weakness. So at least if you know your child is going in that form, there's
It's a good thing.
she can protect herself at least to a certain percent.
Right.
Seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that gives me joy when I realize that. But if she's picking up calm trait, then I think it would double. It would have doubled up for me knowing that Charlie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. If you just tuned in, your dial's a 97.3 Citi FM. This is the Traffic Avenue with Stonebwoy. Yep. And we're just having a chat, catching up, talking about all sorts of stuff. Speaking about being in the news. Oh, and by the way, listeners, if you want me to ask Stonebwoy, any question whatsoever, you can send a WhatsApp message to 054-998-6996. This conversation is also streaming live on our Citi FM Facebook page. So you want to see what Stonebwoy is looking like today, or just instead of just listen, watch, then you can go to our Facebook page and do so. Speaking about being in the news, we heard that you at some point were pretty much asking the courts to sort of tamper justice with mercy and forget this whole thing that happened with you and Shatta. That is true. You
Yes,
said
which
that,
was
right?
last week Friday.
Yeah, and it was all over. But don't you think though that I mean, maybe you're not special per se in terms of being another citizen in Ghana. If they let you off the hook, why wouldn't they let the next person off the hook? Why should they let you off the hook?
Thank you very much, Jessica. Glad for this question right now. I want to break it down so I can understand better and answer. You said, why should they let you off the hook? Because you're not a special person. I take it back. I'm special.
Oh, are you now?
Everybody in this Ghana here.
Okay.
Stonebwoy is special.
All right.
Shatta Wale is special. All right.
Okay.
We are so special, too special. Yeah, I don't know, Mr. And I'm on for. And we special.
So provided you're special, you should be
Thank
let
you
off
for that one.
I mean,
then, special people get some special treatment. Like the bosses get some bossy treatment. You know what I mean? And the reality of the matter, safe be say, the two of us now, we've led by example as leaders as we are. Because leaders will clash, leaders will fight, MPP, NDC, radio station to the other, But how they make up or with the speed at which they realize also matters. Sometimes it takes time. We've been here for a long time, but prior to that, after, post the incidents, the speed and the mindset way we connect back, realizing that millions of Ghanaians live on us. The things we do, the things we say, how we move in different forms. A lot of people, those who can relate to my style, are like glued to me. Those who can relate to Shatta's style are glued to him. You know what I mean? But the two of us coming together out of this incident now to even drop down from our high horses and meet each other halfway was love to a lot of people. Most of my fans were like, oh. Some of his were like, oh. Even the inside of me, because there's a fan inside of me as well, was like, no. But yeah, for the better, we have to sacrifice. So we did, and here we are. So I think there should be a contact point or a factor that will influence our fathers in the country, those who hold the law and make the law, to check it out. And also, the Constitution gives the government the legal right to call off certain, and if we're special, just throw that on us, please.
That's how everybody else who thinks they're special requests for things like
Don't
that.
be feeling special if you've not worked so hard to be like Stonebwoy.
Oh,
Or
really?
Shatta Wale.
So we are all special, but
Or
some are more special
Samini.
than others.
Or Saka dear.
Yeah,
Special. Listen, you see the fingers are not equal.
true that.
You have to understand special. You see, when you're the shortest finger, understand you're special on that level. Because you're important, you're needed. Don't be trying to be like the middle finger. Then you wouldn't even get there. So special there, Obia on a special.
So some are more
On
special than others.
Even some are more special than us.
Yeah. True that.
Yes, but on our level of special, mama, you're too rough. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I get like this. You see? So on our level of special, oh Jessica, we are very special.
So you deserve a pardon.
You know, because there are things we can do
Like what?
together.
Yeah. A lot of people think that that whole
The law
stunt
and
was very
us.
superficial. Like it was just a stunt.
No, it couldn't be a stunt. You know, as in life, there's competition against ourselves. Some people compete so much against themselves that they end up destroying themselves, which is real. These are things that we hardly pay attention to. You know what I mean? So we have to actually know that there's competition in life. So if there is one with life, with yourself, how much more would there not be a competition against other people? Naturally. But it's how we turn these energies to be and how we rise after the fall, or what we do when we clash, that matters. And I think that most importantly, we have actually exhibited a certain trait. Can a positive trait be fake? If you do them 10 times, you will switch. You become a better person.
Let me take your true opinion on the Ghanaian media. Because I know that you did this European tour, I believe, a couple of and you felt as if the media wasn't supportive at all. What do you think? We're only interested in the, I don't know, sensational quote unquote stories, the bad news. I've had Kwame Eugene on this show, and he said something similar. I don't know if you feel the same way.
Thank you for this question. Honestly, we're all growing and we're learning. So we keep throwing our grievances here and there, sometimes from the most noble part of our heart, and it becomes something else. Sometimes, yes, because definitely different people will take things differently. So what it was is that all that was going on and the levels that it was climbing, no, I didn't see that reaction. I wasn't seeing that, not just at that particular moment, but generally, you won't see any reaction for positive news. You wouldn't see the reaction for positive news on how you gonna say, on radio, on TV. It's not the same as when the news is actually what makes the news, which is bad. So I think that is what I was feeling,
Right.
and that is what I will always feel, because trust me, as calm as it is right now, right, we're all calm. May we, God forbid, hear a bang out, like boom. People will now, you go see the number of people will go there. They go plenty. And that is when somebody said, go realize, oh, radio station, they here, we did an interview Stonebwoy.
Right.
Because it's not a bad thing going on. If it was, people would be waiting here. Now, apart from those who love me and would be around. So understanding this thing is important. So I think the media also knows. So I don't think that it's a thing that they have to, get angry at when it's been expressed genuinely.
Right.
Because I personally understand that the bad news is the news.
Right.
When you watch
Good
CNN,
news is no news, they say. Yeah.
good. When you watch CNN, you know that yes, the bad news is the news. The good news comes, and it fades off. So we all know. So if sometimes I feel like the good news is not getting that pump, it is genuine.
Right.
And I pray that I don't get bashed for that, because I do really appreciate the media regardless of the help and the push and the stuff they give. Like, I always stand by that. But that doesn't mean that I don't have to also know that sometimes minyaya nanka papa no mum nanka be di kan. But I know so no me wish no. But in reality, it doesn't happen like that.
Right.
So that's just what I was expressing.
Right.
But as well, we're doing a lot of great things, myself and a lot of great Ghanaian artists. And our fans, the country at large, would love to see us on certain levels representing for them, because our representation for Ghana is automatic. Opa Umpo, once you're born in here, except to change your nationality, Opa Umpo, and I am a proud Ghanaian, real black star. Anywhere I go, anywhere I enter, there must be somebody who would do it for some people, for them to stand out one day in life. And I see myself as one of those. So irrespective of Eddie Bonino or whatever there be, I still feel like I'm not ashamed of where I'm from. Sometimes it's really difficult to even want to man up and even accept that, yes, this is where you come from and you're proud of it.
Right.
Because too many things are going on. Too many things aren't really inspiring us as citizens. But that is ongoing already. So you can do very little to change that. I will not live in stress because of that. I'll try to see the things I can do good.
Right. Speaking of representing people and that kind of thing, what's happening with your Samsung deal? I hear it's been put on hold.
Yeah, like I answered.
Because of what
what
has been going on.
Yeah.
And,
But,
and what are they saying? There's nothing so far.
No,
Are they waiting
but
to
we're
hear
good.
the
I
verdicts
don't
before?
know. I can't really tell, but I think when the verdict is now pronounced, then everybody will be settled and know their next move concerning that Samsung deal. But aside that, I just got endorsement for Voltics deal.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We still have-
Congratulations.
We still have to drink water, you know.
How much money did they give you?
Something small for the work.
How small is you're
Something
small?
small for the
I'm
work.
not sure about your small.
Oh,
Give me
Jessica.
figures.
Jessica, because,
Give me figures,
because,
man.
Because you dash me money plenty to come and do December to November. You think everybody dashes me money?
Well, I mean, why not? You deserve it, no? You're a big
Yeah.
brand, so.
Absolutely. On that side there, where I mean, it has to match up to some things, or it has to take me to the next level. You see,
Yeah.
don't bring me down, nigga. Take me to the next level.
So
Let
it's-
my fee levels change.
So it's what, close to
Yeah. So
over 500,000.
the intention is to
million?
actually promote less usage of plastic in our system, because it chokes our gutters, if it affects the landfill and the ecosystem and all these things. We know it takes like hundreds of years to decay and mix up back into the soil and form something else, or the plant or whatever to go. Plastic actually is like disastrous.
Right.
So Voltic actually is doing like a twist. Voltic twist. Twist is just not like because of vibes. They've reduced the plastic level in there, and after drinking the water, you can twist the bottle to become very small, which you have to keep, because there are a lot of opportunities that are going to come up from this plastic initiative that people would even be making monies of. You pick them up, you go and sell them. You don't even just dash them. You sell them at a fee. At least you drink your own water, sell them and get some monies back on the plastic, and then people can reuse. So we have to understand this, because when you go out there, when you drink water and stuff, they have, I mean, what's that? Sometimes we do a broche, but now I drink
Well, yeah.
Ukita rua krana.
Wouldn't mean
Say
gentle folk.
home conquering about mupa. Pesa odi ade ne beto.
Yeah.
O pesa odi die say the two on two. But obe fie dia.
Charlie free
Say
fall.
say oh. What you mean the two of say? I don't know.
Yeah, when you question them, true.
And so how no do you also ya do visa for you. What your ticket to? Maybe kwa na apartment near the idea. So say no o park cry sa taxi so who this so. They say to me this in our homes we should find container for plastic, for paper, and for fruit
Organic,
and so that one needs idea betching us be name or plastic there no. What they call you go get some little something on top of it, but make sure it's vortex so that it don't take too much space. When you twist it, it's like it's compact. No 1,000 krana. A shame you don't need too much space. You get me?
I get you. Now we'll send you an invoice for the advert.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, cool. We can do some mathematics. I'm fair like that. We can do some mathematics.
Charlie, but you still don't talk the money. You talk plenty. I don't.
It be their job.
You won't make her forget it.
No, that one me and you. I promise you,
Yeah,
one on one.
yeah.
But it be something cool for the working.
Something cool. Yeah.
As for that today, I can say the home. Hey, brothers, can't scout my power, you know. What if figures we are not their show because we now coffee and now shut up on the crowd billion.
This guy, we will talk about that later. Anyway, Traffic Avenue on City FM with Stonebwoy hanging out. Jifa's here though. She's still quiet, but yeah. Let me read a couple of messages. So one says, "My man is in. Welcome, man. Love is in the air."
Thank you.
Xylix says, "Just tell our boy that he's a great guy. Keep on doing what is best for him. Beam to the world." JSK Page says, "Beam, beam, beam, more beam to the beam president."
Yeah, man.
Abdul says, "Big ups to Stone God. Please, when are you doing a song with M Dots?" I'm guessing that's Manifest.
Yeah.
You people have kept long. Why? Are you too shy or something, Aboki? Ololo is Yaro. Big ups to you.
Big up. Big
Yeah. Anything in the works with Manifest?
2 done. He's gonna release it. I'm gonna release
Nice,
it. I'm gonna put him
nice.
on my album still coming next year, and I know
Love,
that he's
love,
also
love.
planning to put it out. So for the records, Manifest, we did something together. It was pretty nice.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Thomas says, "I heard from Zion Felix, the blogger, saying Black City, your manager is no more with us. How true is that?" He's addressed that. Says, "Is Kelvin Boy still with us? I'm using us because I'm for Beam Nation till their kingdom come. Beam, beam, beam."
Wicked.
All right, Stone. So Kelvin Boy.
Please tell someone that they feel him too much.
Oh,
Like,
why have you
he's
moved on to
I want to
next
finish the
It's a separate
because
one.
I want to. It's a separate. Because oh yeah, it's cool. Like as much as I want to keep mute on these things, right? I know that you see
People keep asking.
people keep asking. Look, I've been talking for the past week. Me tea once I'm about my numero, me tea pie me. You see, but all I can say is that anything that's going on is supposed to go on because the time has come for it to go on. But most importantly, music will still play. Beam Nation will still be there. The fan base will still be there. Musicians will still be there. So love who you love, support who you support. Just because of love and the music, structures will always change. Things will always come around. But I sit here and I tell you on authority that this is not evil. This is not out of any greed. So anything that's going on that would make somebody trying to point a finger at me to make me look bad, that's how they see it. But don't be ashamed later when you realize that, oh, as we speak, Kelvin Boy's contract is long done.
So
And we're supposed to renew it into the 4 years that it was. It was actually 5 1 year, and then after the year, you re-sign into the 4.
right.
8 months on after the year gone, we've been going up and down, just observing.
Right.
And it's just obvious and beautiful that it's not renewed. And then everybody moves on wishing the best of the best so he can continue his beautiful career that he has started and be a big star for Ghana, his family, and himself.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
So you say it so nicely, but then there's this video on social media of him asking people close to you to to beg or apologize on his behalf. I'm curious to know what happened as an
I mean, I
outsider.
also just saw that yesterday, but I think it's a thing for the media. Yeah, you know me, I call a spade a spade. It's a thing for the media.
I see.
Internally, when you're trying to save faces too much, you end up shooting yourself in the foot. You know, let me ask a question. The people he's asking to beg me don't know me better than he does.
Yeah.
And I should be listening to him more than the people if I claim that I know him and I love him better.
You have a point there. Okay, so it's clear that Kelvin Boy is no longer on the Beam Nation record label.
And you just heard it here first.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna drop a press later after the interview.
Okay.
Press release. But I'll give you the juice. And I stand here to take all the bullets. Ready for that.
Is Ovi still on your label?
Ovi is still signed to the
Super.
label.
She's Charlie.
Yeah.
Another powerhouse.
Yeah.
Nice one. All right, more of your messages. Says, please tell Stonebwoy I feel him too much la. He's simply the best top skanker. That's from Mickey Barcelona. Kokot Shandoff and Tema says, Stonebwoy, please forgive whoever needs to be forgiven and just move on. I really love you and your music. Abby Joy of Farine Spintex says, Jess, tell Stonebwoy some of us have a soft spot for him. I'm a serious fan. I like his music. My mom loves his music. In fact, my family loves his music. God continue to bless him. More bingy and better things ahead.
Thank you very much.
Ololo is a banger.
Yeah.
Martin says, smart guy, Stonebwoy, deep in thought, speech, and music. I just love you, Stone. Another says, just ask Stone when he's releasing his collaboration with Shatta.
Hey, that collaboration, yeah, let me make a joke out of this one. We need Shatta Bando to pay for that.
I swear. No, it be true. We have to take money.
We have to sell Shatta Bando to pay for that. So if we have to sell the billionaire to pay for that collaboration, then you should imagine what it is.
Masa, where did that guy pop up from?
That guy has been there in the north as far as I can track back.
In the north?
When I knew him, he was singing to I get the money, I get the more problem. And that was the first video. So I'm like, yo, who's this? That was a while ago.
Yeah.
She's actually, I say he's actually close to me, like Beam Nation. Like
oh.
And she even did a video for me on my wife's birthday.
Nice.
Why do I say she? he even did a video for me on my wife's birthday. So Shatta Bando there, me at the film.
Charlie. And Rude Boy recently featured him on some track.
Good. You know, I think on my 30th birthday, I was goofing about with the term mommy. It's his mommy that he says. Mommy, who says yes or my. That's like a year ago.
Yeah. Wow.
And I'm few months away to 32, so you should know how long I've known that is. That he says, "Mommy,
Wait now, Charlie.
That's what. So that's his term. Feel me?
Yeah.
And now, I cannot be. You see, this is what social media does. You get me?
It is what it is.
And we're happy for.
We're happy for him. Yeah. Charlie saw on P Square. I mean, Rude Boy's thing, and I was like. Hey, okay.
Big up the richest man in Ghana.
The richest man, Charlie. Richer than Dangote.
How much is his watch?
I'm not sure.
It's $85 billion. So we need him to pay for that collaboration. Like no
Totally. Bring money.
We just need that 5 million each. Or Shatta, they like just I'll give you 4.5. Then I'm gonna take 5.
For shaggy reasons.
That's me trying to talk like him.
I know. Samson Kome, police also says, please tell Stonebwoy he is a real artist and his music will stay alive many years to come.
Thank you.
Annie Demenya Amon says, to God be the glory, great things he has done. Okay, you have a birthday dedication. All right, let me skip that for a second. Let me see. One says, Jess, good noon. Ask Stonebwoy if he has ever thought of quitting music one day to concentrate on family life. We just heard, who was it that just did that? One of the international...
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, yeah. Charlie, that... I was heartbroken.
I think she'll come back,
but
though.
Nicki would... I'm sorry, what I think... Okay, fine, let's just finish and
go ahead. It's done, yeah.
I can
go
tender
ahead.
my submission.
Go
I
ahead.
think... Somebody like Nicki Minaj will never leave the scene, even if she leaves.